On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah, man, my viewers and subscribers, what one, a blessed and wonderful Tuesday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a story to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps. In yesterday morning's vlog, I covered extensively the happenings within the realms of some of your favorite dancehall artists, to the likes of Briscoe, to the likes of Jamal Dunce, to the likes of Malidan, and also one Kiko, or Kiko Dan, or Kiko the Icon, whatsoever your name may be at this present time. But I've gotten a lot of feedback, most of them negatively so, which I definitely hold and embrace close to me, because you, the naysayers, keeps this movement going. So in this morning's blog, my peeps, it will most definitely be showing how some of us as Jamaicans are. Simply because an artist may give us a little 100,000 here and there, buy some bullet for a gun where we have. Some may get fed, some may get their family fed, or their children sent to school. Or some may just like a song that the artist did, and they will definitely sweep everything else under the carpet and live a lie and pretend as if this or those so-called artists are heaven-sent people, when the truth of it is that they are nothing but some common criminals who are wreaking havoc in our dearly beloved island home, Jamaica. So this morning, we're going to revisit yesterday morning's vlog. But we're going to pay special attention to one specific person. We are talking about Jamal, the Dunce man. You know that gone are the days when we are youth I grew up. I used to have a place in a Kingston, I think somewhere on South Camp Road, called Jamal. So big up to all those persons who attended Jamal, because it took guts. It took a person who wanted more for themselves to enroll in classes like that, which enabled them to become more literate people in society. But now the term Jamal and Dunce is glorified, and these artists are trying to instill it in you, the regular members of Chan Public, and you not even knowing that this is a form of control. It's a control tactic being used by these artists, because when you remain dunce in the truest meaning of the word, you are literally a pawn for these artists. You become a puppet on string, and you not even understand what is happening in your immediate surrounding. So these so-called artists who definitely are push this dunce narrative is far from the narrative that them are trying to push. Because this so-called artist, Jamal Dunce man, very clever, very cunning, and persons around him can give attest to this, that whenever knockings and clappings are being planned and orchestrated by him, plan it in such a way that if anything, nothing leads back to him, and he is out scotch-free. whilst you, his puppets, his pawns, are in the lockups. Yeah, man. So in yesterday morning's vlog, I posted these two video clippings from a dance that was held recently in the Bottom Pen community of Mobile St. James, where many of you out there flooded my inbox and stating your claim that this is just a innocent music videos and that the weapons in these music videos are just prop guns, they're not real. Well, I am here this morning to refute your claim because I know for sure what took place on that particular day leading into the night. But before we get into that, let me share one of the Dunce Thugs messages to On The Spot News Media. Now this message came from Code Lift. So Code Lift, yeah man, G-man, as I say, crazy G-man. And it reads, boy on the spot, you're telling lie because it a music video. Shake my head, that is what the SMH stands for. Leave the youth them and make them survival. Stop bad main and wrong new. Bring bro for view. So that is one of the Dunce response. I wonder if you don't understand this is exactly what some of these artists really want. Because when you are at this level, you can easily become a pawn for them. Literally, puppet pan string. Because there is no way on earth that Code Lift can be a leader. Code Lift has to be led. So well done, Jamal Dunce, man. Yeah, man. I can see clearly that the narratives that you're pushing is being well received by many. So I could get into the main story right now. So what really take place, there was a football match the day leading into the night of that so-called video shoot. A football final that was held at Bottom Pen, to be exact. I even have file footage of TJ in attendance playing football. So what really took place now, in the night, them have a little party, a little get together, sound string up, music a play. So as I stated in yesterday's vlog, Malidan was in attendance and also Jamal Dunce, man, among other artists, which not really relevant, so I'm not gonna really mention them name for this vlog. So they took the opportunity now to shoot a small snippet of the video from that dance. So for those who know the video that I'm speaking of, that them dropped recently, if you don't watch the video, tell me where in that video you see these particular clippings. You will see snippets resembling it, but you will not see these exact particular clippings. Persons are saying that the guns in those videos are prop guns. Prop guns, we all know Bottom Pen in a Mobile St. James, a gun town. So when time uno come and talk about prop gun, I feel like you all need to sign up for comedy bus because you're all filled with laughter. Yeah, man. Because a half a joke could not make. Now, I could take a look upon who really is Jamal Dunce, man. Or Jamal Teacher, as he may call himself sometimes. Now, this brother is not even originally a Montego Bay man. He's not a man who was born and bred in Lilliput, St. James, as some would have thought. This man is from a community in St. Elizabeth called Eldersley. Yeah, man. He was forced to relocate due to gang violence in that particular St. Elizabeth community, which started from scamming money. As always, scamming is the root of all evil in Western Jamaica. Whether it is on the southern side of Jamaica or the northern side of Jamaica, but scamming is definitely the root cause of most gang violence in Western Jamaica. Now, his endeavors in St. Elizabeth, his gang feud, cost a lot of people's lives, to include those of his brothers, and also a man named Chucky. So persons from that era in St. Elizabeth would definitely know what On The Spot News Media is making reference to. Now, this brother, as I stated earlier, was forced to relocate and took up residence out there in Lilliput, St. James, where he purchased land from scamming money. I know that persons out there are definitely living in fear because he rules that area with an iron fist and is either his way or the highway. So most persons will not dare say a word. They will just pretend as if they are with him. And even though deep down inside, they know for sure that they would love to see this criminal element meet his demise. Yeah, man. Now on your screen, my peeps, is one of Jamal Teacher's criminal enablers. But this man is very close to him, as this man is his brother. Now the name of this man in the streets is Rock Black, or Blacks, basically, in the criminal underworld. Not necessarily a knockis and clappis, but more of a scammer, so to speak, that funds the criminal organization. This infamous so-called dancehall artist, Jamal, is also closely linked and associated to one of St. Elizabeth's most influential criminal organization. And from when you hear me say that, when you don't know, say, we are go back way in the 90s. Yeah, man. So that's how him have some strong connections. He also has strong connections with the G-City gang. You know, say I squash that. He also has connections with the Issy gang that is headed by Joe of Ramble. He's also closely connected to the Rifle Lane Sparta gang. And of course, we all know who sits at the helm of that gang. He's also closely linked to the Fully Dunce gang in Gulf, Norwood, and we all know who sits at the helm of that gang. And he also is closely connected to other gangs far and wide, even as far as Jarrett Lane in Kingston, in East Kingston, to be more specific. Yeah, man. So the man definitely have a tall reach in terms of his criminal connections. Now on your screen is a photograph of another one of Jamal's criminal enablers. This brother is a known knockis and clappis, definitely no stranger to the Springmount police in St. James, and no stranger to the police over there in the parish of St. Elizabeth. This criminal element goes by the name of Chopstick in the streets. And from I hear the word chopstick, I've oftentimes used the term chopstick when it relates to a rifle being used. Well, this brother has taken on that name, so you definitely know what that means. It simply means that he is a rifle-carrying criminal element. He has since relocated to join forces with his criminal boss, Jamal, over there in Lilliput, St. James. Now he's wreaking havoc in the Garland communities and Lilliput district. So I know for sure, Lilliput is not a place that is just swarmed with criminals. I would positively say this, that 85% of Lilliput's occupants or residents or law-abiding citizens is just one handful of criminal holding an entire community at ransom. Yeah, man. Now this brother here presently on your screen, I'm pretty sure many definitely remember who this is and knows of his criminal nature. This brother here is known in the criminal underworld as Janipe, a one-time bodyguard, an enforcer for Jamal Dunce, man. Now, he was basically slowed down because him get caught up by rival gangs. So from him get caught up, you don't know, say him park up somewhere and I try to recover from injuries received from them whole heap of can wound there. Yeah, man. Now we are going to talk about another incident. One of the last man them will lose him 3 pints courtesy of an artist, Jamal Teacher or Jamal Dunce, man. Who remember the little mechanic youth? Yeah, man. The youth of them call blacks or color. Not a man from down in the country, they from down in the Bayside, but a man who came up from Kingston and do some mechanic work for Jamal. Now what happened, you know? The mechanic was very close to them, so them trust him a certain type of way. And even when time them and lock them strap, them not even bother hide nothing, them just make him know what is what. Not literally telling him, but doing it in his presence. Now the mechanic find out say Jamal a lock the strap them in our old fridge. So what go on now? Jamal and Bones go lock some strap. Yes, that same Bones them I talk about. Go lock some strap in the old fridge. And the mechanic see it. So the mechanic decides, say, yo, I'm going to take this opportunity here, you know, and grab some of them strap here and go sell 2 of them. The more find out, say, me, so easy. So the mechanic slide with 2 of the strap them, carry them go a town and bust a sale upon them. Yeah, man, for basically better himself in life monetarily, so to speak. But the man them who him sell the strap them to, get whole with the strap them. And it was all over the news. So when time the man them watch the news and see the strap them must say, hold on. Now our 2 strap them that we missing from what area and we can't find. And the man them get whole with them strap in at the same place where the boy blacks come from. So the man them add 2 and 2 together and make that in a 3. And circle blacks neatly and use Sykes to get blacks to come back into the place. So I go on now, you know, then link up blacks and tell blacks say the SUV I get some problem and he's needed to come work on the SUV for the general. So blacks feeling doubtful. Him feel judging himself. Him tell him girlfriend say, yo, him a go down there go work on them vehicle and if anything happen, at them him they round and if him go missing or anything, at them do the dirt. And the ultimate happen, blacks lose him 3 pints. Yeah, man. Clam. Blacks food get nyam. Plate broke, end that story for blacks. So I go on right now, you know. Nothing much never really to come out of. The police them end up seize the SUV. And eventually hold on pan theme second a youth to them call Bones. But after a while, nobody now come a court, nothing now come out of too tough, so the police them end up release back Bones in the streets. So this youth here, Jamal, Bones, his other criminal associates and affiliates are definitely to be placed under the radar. And police in St. Elizabeth and police in St. James should definitely keep a close eye on this one, because he's living under the guise of music whilst definitely supporting and living a criminal lifestyle and holding an entire community at ransom. Yeah, man. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscasts. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.